Welcome to the prop market. I'm your host, the Prop King, and today I have my NFL wildcard playoff props. So we are coming off a sweep in the college football playoffs semifinals. Went ahead and got all four cashed. If you were part of that sweep, go ahead and hit that like button. I do appreciate it. Also, if you have not joined my premium, it is time. I have a challenge for you today that could get you up to 20% off. In the premium tomorrow on Saturday, I will have 5 to 7 college basketball picks. If you know, you know that's my niche. That's how I really, really lock in. And then I have a really good NBA hammer play that I'll be putting in there. I already have an NFL hammer play that I love, and I'll be adding a half hammer play in the premium. So you're getting like probably 10 picks and they should all cash. I love them all. Absolutely love them all. College basketball, I'm expecting a sweep every single show. With that being said, the challenge to get the 20% off the premium is very simple. If you can pick the winner of these four wildcard games, then you can get in and get 20% off. These are four games you're gonna have to choose from. The Rams versus the Panthers, the Packers versus the Bears, the Bills versus the Jaguars, and the 49ers versus the Eagles. So if you could just pick the winner, that's all you have to do. Who's going to win? Rams versus Panthers. If you think the Rams are going to win, put Rams down, comma, Packers win, comma, just like that. If there's ties, then the tie goes to the first person who posts the comment. The person who won the college football challenge was the magazine, as that number ended up being 136. Really high totals for these games, so he ended up cashing because he had the highest number. Shout out to you. I will be giving you a 20% discount on your next. You're already subscribed, so I'll give you 20% on your next subscription. With that being said, let's look how we did last week in the NFL. Four player props I love. I'm gonna get to them. But first, let's do a recap. Week 18, don't hold it against me. The playoffs is where we really start to make our money. And that's what I mean. Bryce Young here of the Panthers. 2020, 2025 average passing yards is 233, projected 222. Young had 229 yards passing and rushing last time, the first matchup versus the Rams. I expect him to play as well as he did, or, maybe even, clear this line even easier. He was very efficient though, 15 of 20 for 75%. Keep in mind they won the game. This game, I think they're going to be playing from behind, so it should be a positive passing script for him. He's a capable scrambler too. I wouldn't necessarily say he's a great runner, but when he's being pressured, he can roll out, get out the pocket, pick up, anywhere from 9 to 10 yards. He's not going to be getting 35, 40 yard runs down the field, but he definitely can get out the pocket and make some things happen. Home field advantage will be good for him. The weather looks like maybe it may be bad. And this helps me when I'm talking about his rushing, because now, if the weather is, not so great, he's gonna put on, well, there can't just rely on just straight handoffs. So now it's gonna be more, okay, I'm dropping back, no one's open, let me take off. And then it's gonna be a little bit harder to get to him, as defenders may have issues with their footing. So I do like this over 212 pass rush yards for Bryce Young. Next, Jordan Love of the Packers. Passing yards 241, projected 231. Bears are giving up an average of 232 passing yards in the last 5 games. The Bears secondary looks absolutely lost. They have not done very well as far as guarding big plays. They allow a lot of explosive. He has some really good receivers that can make some plays down the field. The Bears will be loading up to stop the run as Jacobs has come back, especially if the weather is an issue. The Bears' second most uh, pass play passing plays over 20 yards. So the Bears have given up huge plays all season. Christian Watson, a great downfield receiver. Um, Love also took a week or two off. Now he's back healthy. I think he's rested. I think they're going to make some huge plays against this bad Bears secondary. I think it's going to be an easy over. Give me the over 220 passing yards for Jordan Love. Now we're looking at our next pick. I love Travis Etienne here. Average rushing receiving yards 82, projected rushing receiving yards 81. This guy is he give the Bills give up the fifth most rushing yards in the NFL. And you talk about Travis Etienne, he's gonna get the ball a lot in this game. I expect him to be facing a Bills team. They struggle to stop the run. They give up a lot of receiving yards to running backs as well. Over this line, 8 out of 16 games, about 50%. But I don't completely trust uh, the Jaguars receivers. Maybe a lot of opportunities for checkdowns, especially Trevor Lawrence. And I think they're going to gush them on offense. I think they're going to come out and run the football. Trevor Lawrence, yes, he has played a lot better. But in this playoff game, I think they trust the ground game against a bad rushing defense. Give me the over 79.5 rushing receiving yards for Travis Etienne. Now going with Saquon Barkley. The Eagles will lean on Barkley after a week of rest. So Barkley's coming off taking a week of rest. His average fantasy score has been down this year. He hasn't played well all season. Honestly, I think they've been kind of saving him a little bit for the playoffs. And they kind of been coasting. And they definitely did last week by sitting them. Playing the 49ers defense is allowing 5.2 yards a carry in the last 6 games. 49ers allowing a lot of explosive carries as well, one of the most in the league. And coming off a situation where the 49ers they did have to play, real games in order to, get to where they want to be. And they're missing their top linebacker, that Fred Warner and his backup. I don't see a way they stop the run. I do see Jalen Hurts, giving a lot of checkdowns to Barkley as well. So we get some fantasy scores there. I don't think they trust um, Hurts towards the end zone unless it's talking about the tush push. But if they get on the 3 or 4 yard line, I think Barkley's going to be able to get the end zone. Even if he doesn't see the end zone, I think the receiving yards, the receptions, and the rushing yards should get him there. I absolutely love him in this spot. Give me the over 15.5 fantasy score for Saquon Barkley. Now for the recap, we got Bryce Young over 212 passing yards. Jordan pass and I should be passing plus rush yards. Jordan Love over 220 passing yards. Travis Etienne over 79 rushing receiving yards. And then Saquon Barkley over 15.5 fantasy score. If you enjoyed this video, join my VIP. It's absolutely a great deal. 6 months, $25. A lot of people have joined. I thank you to all the new people that have joined. It's been way more than I thought they would, and I do appreciate it. There'll be a lot of picks out there for you coming on Saturday and Sunday and Monday as we work this weekend. One couple picks will already, pay for your whole subscription. I believe you get there for 5 to 10 uh, picks at least coming in on Saturday. I absolutely love the picks today. Absolutely love these free picks. Hopefully we go 4-0 on those and then we cash everything in the premium. With all that being said, keep what you like, leave what you don't, and let's cash.